Hi everyone. Alright, today's lesson requires us to be able to solve rational equations. And the steps we're going to do, and here's a rational equation. Notice we've got rational expressions and fractions involved. So what we try to do is we're going to multiply the entire equation by the least common denominator. And a lot of times denominators make it a little harder to solve. What this will do is after we solve the equations left, it's because we've canceled out all the denominators when we do this. And you'll see that when we do the example. And then you'll check your answers for extraneous solutions. So, first thing I'm going to do here is, in this equation, 2 over x plus 3 over 2 equals 19 over 10. Oh, before I move on to solving, the extraneous solutions can happen because sometimes you'll solve and get things out and you will end up with a number that would make a denominator 0. When one of your x's might make the denominator 0 or something, and then you've got an extraneous solution. That's the main thing that you'll be looking for when you do these. Now, the least common denominator. In this problem, we need that x plus 3. We need this 2. And we need the 10. But I already have a 2 here, so I'm going to go 2 times 5 to get the 10. That will take care of the 2, and it'll take care of the 10. So I'm going to write 10 times x plus 3. And the next thing is to multiply this whole thing by that. 10 times x plus 3, the whole equation. So this term plus this term equals this term. All three of these terms will get multiplied by that. So I'm going to go 10 times x plus 3 times 2 over x plus 3. Now, this might seem tedious, but I really want you to do this because the amount of mistakes that are made if we are just diligent in writing this out will be reduced. We won't make as many mistakes. And now it's time. Here's the canceling, the fun part. This x plus 3, we're going to get to cancel with this x plus 3. So what's left? It's 10 times 2. This 2 will cancel out with 10, but we'll cancel out 2 from that 10, so we still have 5. And then we have 5, and then we have the x plus 3, and then we have times 3. So we will take care of that in the next step. This 10 cancels with that 10, so I have x plus 3 times 19. Now it's time to start simplifying some more. 10 times 2 is 20. I'm going to take this 3 and multiply it by 5 and get 15. And then I'm going to distribute the 15. 15 times x is 15x. 15 times 3 is 45. And that equals 19x, I'm distributing, plus 57. And then 45 and 20 make 65. And that's 19x plus 57. And when I solve this, I like to take the smaller of the coefficients and get the variables together first. And that's 65, and I'm subtracting 15x, and 19x minus 15x is 4x. And then I add 57. And I will take away 57 from both sides. 8 equals 4x. And I'm dividing by 4, and I'm getting 2 equals x. Now it's time to check. All right. So the original equation is 2 over x plus 3. So x is 2 right now, tentatively anyway. I'm going to circle this. I'll cross it off if it's wrong. Plus 3 over 2. Is that going to equal 19 over 10? Well, let's check. That's 2 over 5. 2 plus 3. plus 3 over 2. Does that equal 19 over 10? All right, well, I need tenths, so I'm going to change 2/5 to 4/10. 5 times 2 and 2 times 2, and I'm going to change this to tenths by multiplying top and bottom by 5. That's 15 tenths, and that is equal to 19 tenths. So 4 tenths and 15 tenths does equal 19 tenths. X does equal 2, and all is right with the world. All right, let's do another example, and then I'll get you your assignment. Now, example 2, 7 over 12 plus 9 over x minus 4 equals 48. The least common denominator is, I need 12, I need the x minus 4, and I need 48. So I already have 12, so 12 times 4 is 48. Right, Jack? Okay, I've got an audience. So that is 48 times x minus 4. And that's what the least common denominator is. I'm not going to distribute that out because we are using it to cancel stuff. So it'll be easier to cancel like this. So 48 times x minus 4 times 7 over 12. Let's distribute this to each term. Boom, boom, boom. Plus 48 times x minus 4 times 9 over x minus 4 equals 48 times x minus 4 times 55 over 48. All right, let's see what we have here. I'm going to cancel out the 12 with that, and that still has a 4, so I have 4 times x minus 4 times 7. I'm going to cancel out the x minus 4's here, and that's 48 times 9 equals, cancel out the 48's, and that's x minus 4 times 55. So, let's see, that is, I'm going to rewrite this as 28. 28 times x minus, let's do this. I think it's 112, but I have been messing up recently. 28 times 4 is 112. Plus, let's take 48 times 9, and that's 432, equals 55 times x minus 55 times 4, which is 220, and 28x here. If I subtract 112, that looks like 320 when I combine these two together. I'm not doing this to both sides, I'm just trying to combine these two terms. Equals 55x minus 220. Okay. Okay, I will go with this minus 28x. It's the smaller of the two coefficients. And I have 320 equals 27x minus 220. I'm going to add 220 here, and add 220 here, and that's 540 is equaling 27x. That cancels. I'm going to divide by 27, and what do I have? I think that's 20 is x. Alright, now it's check time. Let's see. 7 over 12 plus 9 over 20 minus 4. Is that going to equal 55 over 48? 7/12 plus 9/16. Does that equal 55 over 48? All right, here's the moment of truth. this is 12 times 4 is 48. So 7 times 4 is 28 over 48. 16 times 3 is 48. So 9 times 3 is 27. I don't know, are you seeing all this checking I'm doing here? And I am pretty pleased because 28 plus 27 is 55, and we keep that same denominator. So yeah, that checks out. All right, the problems I want you to do are on, hold tight here, it's only 4 of them, page 576. Here's your assignment. Page 576, and you are to do numbers 1 through 4. All right, guys. I'm picturing all of you and your faces and everything as I do these, and I'm missing you, but I'm hoping the very best and that you're having a prosperous time in this little time of adversity here. So God bless you. Take care. I only got these 4 problems for you to do. So you can get these all turned in on Thursday. That's the plan. Bye-bye.